Hello everybody, we are here at Auto Club Speedway here for the Auto Club 400. We have 50 laps up here for today's race, 42 drivers on pit road ready to kick this thing off. Let's get down there on pit road for your starting lineup. Denny Hamlin gets the pole here for today's race. Kevin Harvick starting there in second.
Row 2, we got Kyle Busch and we got Kyle Larson, the Kyle and Kyle show.
Then you got there in fifth place, Jimmie Johnson. His pole streak finally ends here. Kurt Busch there starting in sixth.
Row 4, we got Jeff Gordon and Joey Logano.
Then you got there in row 5, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Carl Edwards. We're going to scroll through the field so you can see where the other drivers are starting. And now you can see where everyone else is. We'll get ready for the starting command.
Drivers, start your engines!
All right. I have here in the booth with me LT and Pem, just like how it was a couple
2 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, grab some popcorn, get a snack. We're going to be here for a while. You're going to be listening to us talk. And
good luck.
Good luck to the drivers. Hey, good luck to the viewers. Don't need it.
What I find ironic out of the pole winner here is Denny Hamlin gets the pole here. Didn't he wreck out by Logano and was injured for a couple weeks? Now he's starting on the front row.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Starting on the front row of the track.
I don't know if it's too far from him, though, so.
I don't think they're going to get... I don't think they're that petty to be that worried about it after so long. Anyways, let's talk about your recent winners here. Last week's winner, Brad Keselowski, starting in 11th right now. He won, I don't know, so Kyle Busch said after the race that he did not want to make an enemy really early in the season, which is why he didn't move him out of the way. But Kyle Busch, second place 2 weeks in a row. Do you think he's finally going to get the W here?
Well, you know, we've seen Kyle Busch. He's been so good at this track, you know. He's been good here in all series all the time. He'll find a way to get up there. He'll definitely find a way to take the lead away.
Then you have Ryan Newman, who won 2 races in a row, easily locked into the playoffs right now. And then Jeff Gordon, your Daytona 500 champion right now, just cruising. But he said if he has an opportunity to take a win away, he will definitely take it.
And, you know, with this new package, we got side drafts, so you definitely know the drivers are going to be trying to use that to their ability as much as they can.
Ready for the green flag. The green flag is out. And look at Larson already making moves. Along with Junior. Green flag.
Kyle already down with Jimmie Johnson. Oh, Jimmie is right on his quarter panel. He's going to move. Not sure if it was contact there or not.
I don't think there was, but they're 3 wide, almost 4 wide in the back. Look at Truex making his way to the field.
Look at the field. Here comes Jeff Gordon. Look at him.
Look at this. Kyle Busch now in second place. Denny Hamlin going to lead the first lap. Logano and Larson. Oh, here comes Kurt. Wow. Larson scraped the wall there. No wrecks. Denny Hamlin leads lap 1. 5 wide.
5 wide over 1. Oh, they got to sort this out fast.
Larson backs off. Oh, Harvick. They made it stick. Look at
Kasey Kahne almost wrecked Carl Edwards.
He got loose in there. Oh, here comes Newman.
Look at Keselowski.
Truex almost came up on Harvick off that corner there.
Yeah,
very close. Here comes Newman, trying to get 3 wins already.
Kasey Kahne is all over the back of Greg Biffle.
No, he's on his inside 3 by 3 right now. And who's going to get 6th? No, 5th. It's Junior now in 5th. Here comes Kyle Busch now reeling in Denny Hamlin.
In the top 4 is kind of single followed out, but the rest of the field is just going crazy right now.
Oh, Carl Edwards in the wall. We're trying to stay in it to avoid everyone. Truex going to back off. Going to give him some room. Here goes Harvick. Look at Harvick go.
You're going to check that tire, make sure that fender isn't pushed in too far. Should be fine. Larson has fell back a lot from the start of this race.
4 wide again. Vickers. Contact.
Wow. Yeah, Larson has fell back a lot from the start. Not sure if he's loose or what, but he is getting eaten alive right now.
Kenseth right now trying to find a way to get out of here. He's running 21st right now. Your points leader, though, let's get up there to the points leader. Kyle Busch running in second place right now. This is the first time ever in this entire series Kyle Busch is your points leader.
I'm not sure who that was back there where Larson was, but not sure that's a face we normally see that close to the front. Who is that?
Is it AJ?
Yeah.
AJ running in the top 15 right now. And Marcus Ambrose.
Yeah,
was 20th.
He's running ahead of a Ganassi car, running ahead of Kenseth, Stewart, up there with Harvick and Carl Edwards. So great run so far. I know we got a long way to go, but figure we'd give him a shout out here.
Yeah, solid run. There's definitely some speed in that 47. He seems to be making up some ground here, trying to make the pass for the time.
That's not going to be good.
It's going to be a big hurt.
Oh!
Yeah. He almost had it saved, too. Not sure why Ambrose just stayed in the gas there.
What?
No caution.
Nope.
Yellow flag is out.
That is caution. I don't know why the game didn't throw one. But anyways, coming back to the line for the caution, it is Denny.
Yeah, we got to get a replay on that. Edwards was struggling there for a couple laps. He was getting really tight. I know he had to check up, but
I think Edwards and Larson were just trying to
bide their time.
Stuff. It's a long race. Pretty sure they can just about make it on gas. So,
and we'll have to wait and see.
Again, Ambrose is one of the drivers who don't see at the front too much, so he's, if he had a chance, he's going to take it. But I don't really think that was probably the greatest move this early in the race.
I don't think that 99 car is going to be very happy about that.
I know I wouldn't. I mean, 99 car, he seemed to be struggling. He probably could have got some adjustments, or he was just biding his time until, we got further on the run. But now, I mean, the car's destroyed. There's no fixing that. No speed.
We'll have to look and see on the replay if it's valid to see what happened there. So side by side with Kevin. So he backs off there to let Harvick in, but here comes Ambrose. See, Edwards gets really tight.
He's got to check up here.
Ambrose. Wrong place, wrong time, is what I'd say. Oh my God.
Hard. I'm glad he's okay.
The fact he's still rolling.
The next 10, so he's fine.
We're getting ready to go green here. Denny Hamlin is still your leader. Kyle Busch second. You got there Jeff Gordon. Third, Jimmie Johnson, Brad Keselowski. Last restart, they nearly wrecked like 5 times. This time, I believe they won't be so lucky.
I am in the booth. I got some word on the 99, and Carl hasn't said anything on the radio, but crew chief is shaking his head, very disappointed. He said there was no reason to do that early, so...
He is right. However, last season we had a caution around that time, and nobody pitted other than Michael Annette. However, I have a feeling there's a chance if we go green the rest of the way, which is really, really hard to do, they might have to pit. Might.
Well, we've seen this a couple times. We're all drivers here, and it's really a tough decision when an early yellow comes out to pit or not. I mean, if you go green the whole rest of the way, you're kicking yourself because you wish you took those fresh tires. But
they're doubling up.
You never know with these things. So you just got to see how it plays out here. And well, right now no one came down pit road, so I feel like everyone's kind of about equal.
We have some drivers go down pit road. Lambo's here. Carl Edwards just spun, and we're getting ready to take the green flag on lap 8 of 50. All right, here we go. Pace car getting ready to go down on pit road. Teammates 1-2. Who's going to get the jump here? And will we survive? We don't know. We're getting ready for the restart. And more
than likely not.
Green flag. Look at Jeff. Taking it 3 wide. Kyle Busch gets the jump this time. Your points leader.
Trying to clear him as fast as possible.
Denny.
He's going to try to put it over there. Not going to work. He's going to get tight, go up the track. Here comes Gordon. He's going to back
out of it. Here comes Junior.
Johnson to back out. Here comes Junior. Oh, boy.
Look at Kasey Mears up there.
Kasey Mears. Wow. What a great start there. As Allmendinger is making more moves. He's under.
What do you mean? Mears is in the back half of the field where he belongs.
He's in the Curran Jimmie. Oh! That was close.
I want to say.
Here comes Kenseth. Look at David Dillon up there.
Ambrose taking it 4 wide. Let's see how this one works out.
Tony Stewart backs off along with Kyle Larson. Kenseth sends it in very deep. Look at David nearly just put him in the wall. Comes Larson, 3 wide on Stewart. Oh my God!
A lot of contact back there. Hopefully no tire ups.
Hopefully. Kevin Harvick's starting to fade off quite a bit right now.
Allmendinger still trying to make this pass on Clint Bowyer.
Jimmie Johnson's just falling off right now. I don't know what's going on with his race car, but he went from 4th now down to outside the top 10. Here comes Newman. Newman taking a 3 wide middle. Well, we made it 2 laps. And look who's in second now. Keselowski won here last season. Now looking to get 2 in a row like Newman. But here comes Hamlin back at him. Coming off of turn 2 here.
All right, going up now, you know, Jake, you know, you have teammates before, and you see your other 2 teammates, 1st and 3rd, and you're back there fighting for your life. You know, you just got to make you think, what are they doing that I'm not? Or just, you know, because Kenseth right here, he's another JGR car. He's really
Outside of top
struggling.
20.
Really struggling.
Oh!
No,
What the hell does... Wait.
Oh, I thought he was hitting
He
the
saved
wall.
it!
He saved it. What a save. I thought he was going to hit the pin wall.
And no caution, because he saved it. Wow!
I saw
Guys, I
Edwards
think
there.
he saved it.
I saw Edwards there. Like, Edwards turned him.
Yeah, he did, because he was on the apron.
I thought he was going to hit the pin wall there.
I thought so too, but he saved it. What a wheelman there. Let's just go back up through the front, see, make sure we're not missing anything, and we're not, other than Denny Hamlin's now up to 2nd. Well, let's look and see what happened there. That was badass there. Let's look. Oh, wait, well, we need to go back a little bit more. Here we go. So he makes contact with Landon Castle, comes down to Carl Edwards. Edwards really has nowhere to go. So Almirola is spinning through the grass and just keeps it going. Wow. I know he can
Good in the splitting it tore off going through the grass, too.
Yeah. Right now there's a dogfight going on for 2nd right now between Hamlin and Keselowski. Here comes Kurt now, getting up to these 2. Can the Busch brothers make it 1-2? We'll have to wait and see. Side by side for 3rd. Hamlin in the wall.
I'm telling you this right now, Kyle Busch is loving watching these guys battle in the rear view. It can
Well, there's one thing he doesn't like. Keselowski's all by himself.
Keselowski won this race last season. He was really dominant. He's up to 2nd. He's really charging towards the 18. I was going to get up on that wheel here if he wants to pull away.
Look at MTJ now, 13th. Marcus Ambrose, 15th right now. Unbelievable. What a great run for some of these small. Look at Stenhouse there. Your Season 2 Daytona 500 champion. Running 17th right now. Greg Biffle, on the other hand, it's not looking good for him. More Matt Kenseth. Look at Kyle Larson and Tony Stewart. They started very well. Now Larson on the radio saying just completely lost the handling right now. Right now just hoping the race goes green and they'll just have something up their sleeves to stay out or something. Let's wait and see how that goes. Rick Hendrick right now has all of his cars in the top 8. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Kurt Busch now closing up to the back bumper of the 2. Here comes Jeff Gordon on the back bumper of the 11. I think right now we're in that portion of the race where they're just like, because there's a chance they might have to pit again. So I think some of these guys are just kind of saving fuel.
Yeah, I think right now, you know, they're also trying to search around, see what lines work, see what doesn't work. You know, now's the portion of the race you kind of spread out. You get some time to breathe, figure out what works, what doesn't, where you can run, where you're faster at, where everyone else is running. So right now it's really just really figuring out what you have right now.
Hamlin now back on the back bumper of the 24. Let's see who's running last right now. It is Travis Waffle in 42nd. Closing in on 36. Where's Almirola? He is 36. You can see Almirola actually has a little bit of damage there on the left rear. It's kind of scuffed.
Yeah, they better hope that quarter panel doesn't start rubbing. If it does, they'll be in big trouble here.
What the heck is going on back here?
Edwards is making more passes on him with the damage.
Yeah, he's clearly got a fast enough car to pass all these guys.
Oh, God.
He don't quite have the speed.
He has no straightaway speed. Actually, no, he does. He's going 206.
I think with that spoiler, he would.
And I just gotta. I know this has like no relation to the race, but I just peeked down at the the list of people in the call. And I just saw Train Boy's profile picture. And I had to sit here with the mic off for a good like 5 minutes.
David Gilliland in 22nd. What a good run for him. Oh, Kenseth in the wall. Oh, slammed it. Look at David Gilliland as well.
I couldn't tell what was written there, and then when I laughed so hard that talking's dust went up my nose.
Well, Pam is experiencing. I don't even know at this point. Anyways, Brad Keselowski's losing the 18. Who isn't though is the 41 of Kurt Busch, who is the fastest car on the racetrack right now. They're running faster a lot of times than they were in qualifying.
No, Busch owns Keselowski right now.
We'll have to wait and see about that.
I don't think the Brad Keselowski fans might be coming to him. It might be coming to his address there. Anyways, Gordon is making a move on Hamlin again. They've been swapping positions there for a while.
You might have gotten him there because he's pulling away. Never mind, Hamlin has the run. Kind of checked up a little bit there. Jimmie Johnson pole 2 weeks in a row. This time he started in 5th. Jimmie Johnson right now won his 7th championship last season. Kind of a little off right now, but he said he's hoping to turn things around at Martinsville. Hopefully get his first win of the season. Dale Earnhardt Jr., same thing. I believe he's 13th in points right now at a 16. But it's race 5 right now, and he's running 4th.
They both had really good championship runs last season, so it's to be expected to see them not fire off quite as well. That tends to happen when somebody, wins a championship. But I expect by at least the halfway point, they'll start picking it up. And since we have a chase this time around, I wouldn't count them out anytime soon.
Playoff.
It's whatever you want to call it. 30 laps to go this time by Kyle Busch. Like I said, your points leader, the first time he's ever led the points in this entire series, which is insane to think about, that he's really been like this. The first season we did, he got 3 wins, tied for the most with Dale Jr. and Jimmie Johnson. Last season, he only picked up, I believe, 2 wins. He got Daytona, Darlington. I think he got another race, but that's all that came out of my head. But he finished 9th that season when he finished 5th first season.
Crane Boy, I'm going to need you to send me that after the race.
Hey, you know what, guys?
And look who's in 3rd, closing into his brother, Kurt Busch, who was one of the championship contenders last season.
And you know what? When you think about this new system we got, it's playoffs. You don't need to run good every single race of the season. You need to allow drivers that has wins to be able to experiment more in these races. Try out something really wild.
Yes, I didn't even let you finish, but yes.
I think they can experiment, but the question's always going to be exactly how much is like a good amount of experimentation, because if you look at it, there really isn't a whole lot they can do. I mean, first round, if I'm correct on this, is the only round that's going to have any sort of bonus points or anything like that. So I think that right now it's just about figuring out which cars are fast. We know that each team runs a different amount of...
Kurt!
Looks like he got a little tight. He got tight in, Brad's dirty air there, but we know these teams run different chassis for every track, and so I'd imagine that the drivers who are already locked in are going to have a much easier time at kind of saying, okay, this certain chassis ran really well at this type of track, so we can set that aside, and we don't have to use it until the chase rolls around.
Jeez,
so
these two have
I
still
think
going.
I think that's the main advantage these guys will find.
Fastest lap in the entire race is also by Kyle Busch, but Kurt Busch there, you saw he made a mistake. He is still the fastest car on the racetrack, but I believe it's going to be a little challenging for him to get around the 2. Anyways, let's go through the field here. Logano running in 8th right now. Kasey Kahne holding on to 9th, but Ryan Newman slowly catching in on him. Clint Bowyer there in 11th. AJ in 12th. Marcus Ambrose 13th, and MTJ on the radio said something a little concerning. He says apparently he's trying to save fuel right now. Because
I'd imagine these guys are going to be close, but the fact that we had that caution, the pit window is about 44 laps around here. We went green around that point, so I wouldn't be surprised if much these guys try to stretch it.
Kevin Harvick right now. What?
It wouldn't surprise me either. As the pace falls off, going slower, you could be able to. I mean, I feel like it'd be a bit of a stretch to try to save them laps of fuel. But the question is, would saving and be faster than pitting is the question.
I don't know. But
I know it's early in the season, but I do want to just take a minute here. I know we were just talking about pit stops, but I do want to take a minute here to just talk about the 31 of Ryan Newman. he's seeming to have so far the looks of perhaps another 2003 type season. But with this chase format, I think it's really going to present that opportunity for drivers who perhaps don't run, as consistent, but when they are up front, are competing and contending for wins each and every time. And I think that he's definitely going to be a driver. Maybe these words I'm saying here won't age well, but I think Ryan Newman is one of, if not the earliest shoe-in for at least a slot in the round of 8.
We'll have to wait and see if that still holds up. Let's talk about some other drivers. Jeff Gordon last season only got 1 win at New Hampshire, of all places, but he was still one of the fastest guys at HMS. He was not on the level of Dale Jr. and Jimmie Johnson. Those two just ran away with the title that season, but Jeff Gordon was still Jeff Gordon. But compared to how he was in Season 1, he was definitely a little off, because he got 3 wins in Season 1. He got Charlotte. I believe he got Phoenix, Charlotte, and Texas after a great battle between him and Kyle Busch. Then Kyle Busch is catching up to lap traffic.
With Jeff Gordon, I think you kind of saw what I was talking about with...
Issues for the 32. Look at all that damage.
He's been in the fence, so...
Might have cut a tire.
Pit road. I'd imagine that's probably what it is. But we got one on the wall there. But with Jeff Gordon, I think that for him, it's pretty similar to what I was talking about, like the opposite of the other 2 HMS drivers, the 48 and the 88. Where he was really starting to pick it up at the end of last season. And this time around, he really fired off super fast this season, doing really well in the standings. And he's going to have to start winning more races if he's going to be considered a championship threat.
Wyatt, there's a lot of people pitting right now. There's a lot of... Wait.
I think the lap cars are just deciding they're going to come down pit road, the slower traffic, maybe get out of the way of the leaders. They don't want to be quite so slow on the run. It looks like splitting the race about in half, pitting on lap, or just past
halfway.
Lap 25. Yeah, just past halfway. The question's going to be for the leaders. A pit stop around here is going to mean about a second a lap at least. As you can see, many of these guys have fallen very far off, about a second and a half, and they're just going to continue to get worse the longer they run. So the question now is going to be, as we see Denny Hamlin closing in the back of Dale Jr., for these guys, a lap on the fresher tires is going to mean so much. So you could try the overcut strategy. I just don't see that working. So I think for some drivers, it's going to be a game of chicken.
Cole Witt just Larson lining it right now.
If you pit and then 4 laps later a caution comes out, you're probably going to have to pit again.
Yeah.
Or at least you're going to have quite a bit slower tires. So, it's almost a game of chicken of how long can you afford to stay out.
Hey, can I say something?
With the caution.
So, Carl Edwards with that much damage is right now on the back bumper of the 24th place car, David Gillen. Right now, Edwards, although he's way off the pace right now, he could still get a top 20 finish here because he's just been keeping it out of the wall and not even coming close to cutting a tire right now. Kyle Larson just still falling back. Matt Kenseth starting to slowly make his way towards the front. Cole Witt and Biffle side by side. Biffle's in the wall.
If Kyle Larson doesn't start picking it up, he's been close on a lot of races, but his consistency is just terrible. If he doesn't pick it up soon, he's going to have to learn how to speak Chinese here in a minute.
Jesus. LT, you there?
Guangdong.
I haven't heard LT speak in a long
Ni
time.
hao.
Yes, I am.
Ni hao.
Well, Michael Annette right now on fresh tires trying to get around these two. Lucas in second.
Yeah, Kurt got around Keselowski. Now he's got about 20 laps. But here's the interesting thing, and I'll even mention this about Carl Edwards. These guys are going to be really, really tight on fuel. The fact that they've stayed out this long means they think either A, we're getting a yellow, or B, that we're going all the way to the end. But if it comes down to it, we could see a guy like Carl Edwards have a shot at this. He's got decent speed in that 99, even with the damage. But the less drag on that back end is really going to help him on the straightaways. Basically a dart without feathers, but that dart's going to be saving a lot of gas.
Jeff Gordon getting tight in Junior's dirty air. Junior still holding on to the 4th, but he's losing Kyle Busch.
Yeah, it looks like the 11 and the 24 are both actually starting to get pretty fast at the end of the run. And the 88's just kind of doing what the 2 has done to the 41 for quite a while and just hold them up. They're just not quite fast enough to get around the 88.
Let's see if Kurt Busch can reel in his brother. He was a 10th faster than him that time. Kurt has not.
As a driver, that's got to be frustrating to know you're faster, but can't get around them.
Well, on the radio, Hamlin's not really. I'm surprised he's not really annoyed at the 88. In fact, he's actually just thinking he could save a little bit more fuel behind him. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Jeff Gordon nearly just smacked the wall there.
We're coming around. We're getting close to 15 to go. At this point, I mean, I think we're going to see these guys run it out. I don't think we're going to see anybody pit with
slower than him.
Like 10 to go. I don't think we're going to see that at all. At this point,
pitting.
They've run so long. I mean, they might all prove me wrong and pit the next lap, but we've run so long. I don't.
They might. There's a lot of cars on pit road. What is this?
I'm gonna agree with him. So I think some of these drivers are at the point of no return where it'd kind of ruin their race if they was.
Boyer's pitting. AJ's pitting. Hold on.
I don't know.
And Logano and Jr.
I said it. They might prove me wrong and pit in the lap. He was a 41
leader. Kyle has stayed out though.
That's what I was talking about. The game of chicken. How long can the 18 afford to stay out? I don't think he can go another lap. He needs to pit this time if he wants to hold on to the lead. Well, I just don't think that if they're pitting 15 laps early, I just don't see the 18.
Yep, he's pitting.
There he goes. Okay, I was about to say
Hamlin, Jimmie Johnson staying out to get a bonus point.
I don't know if I agree with that. He was in the top 5. This is really going to hurt him in the end. He's going to lose quite a few positions unless that team has an absolutely monstrous stop. Let's go and see if we can't find the first car off pit road and see where they are.
It is Kurt.
The 88 had a fantastic pit stop here. He might have to drop in behind the 2.
He does.
He lost a lot of time on the access road there, but he had gained a lot. Sucks that he has to lose so much. What happened to the 24?
The 24, I don't know.
Lost a lot of time.
Apparently the Jackman fell or something.
He pitted around where the 11 was, but he is.
Where's the 11? The 78.
Well, yeah, where is the 11?
Wait a minute. Some of these guys that stayed out are going to gain a bunch of time, like Michael Annette.
Where is the 11 car? Hold on. Oh, the 11 car stayed out with Kyle. He pitted with Kyle. That's right.
Oh, he got ahead of him. Oh!
There was contact off the access road. Denny Hamlin. Where's the 41 of Kurt Busch?
Right
Where
there.
is he? I don't think he's going to get him. I think the guys that pulled the overcut might hang on to this.
He's going to get closer, though.
He's going to be close, but they're going to have a lap fresher tires. Huge move by Denny Hamlin. Fantastic pit stop on and off pit road. Barely got his teammate on exit. And we know that car is strong on the longer run, so if it takes him a while to get around him, I don't think he's even going to have to look back.
See what happened with Marcus Amber's here. Wow, Marcus Amber is now in 5th. I think. Where's Jimmie Johnson? Wait, Jimmie Johnson hasn't left pit. Wait, has he? Where is Jimmie Johnson? He just left pit road. Ahead of the 11.
He's going to have a shot. The overcut strategy worked. The drivers who ran longer did better. Hamlin might get him here.
Wait, Jimmie Johnson is still your leader. Here comes Hamlin.
He's going to get close here. He's going to run the top. I think he'll get him. But what a great jump. The 11 and 48 jump from like 5th and 6th to 1st and 2nd.
Here comes Kurt to the outside.
Right out here in the end.
Oh my God, they're going to split him 3. 3 wide now for 2nd. Denny Hamlin in the lead. Kurt Busch now in 2nd. 13 to go. Oh my God, look how much faster Kurt is. Right on the quarter panel there. Side draft. Jesus.
Look at Keselowski. And Jr.
Seems like those drivers that pitted earlier
Kurt in the lead
were slower on the overall pit cycle. It makes you wonder if the cold tires are really that bad. Because if you notice, the guys on fresh tires ran really slow lap times on their out laps, but now that they've got a couple of laps on the tires, they are flying. The 41 and the 2 are running the fastest laps on the racetrack right now.
And they're running higher than everyone.
I think Keselowski might have gotten tight in turn 3 and had to check up because he was all over the back of
flying away right now.
We saw how fast he was once he finally got around the two with Keselowski.
Maybe this is what he was hiding. Apparently, also, he made adjustments to the car. Maybe he made it a short run car.
Perhaps the biggest gain on the pit cycle, though, we don't know what happened to the 24, but his teammate, Kasey Kahne, all the way up to 8. Jumped the 9, the 15, the 24, and the 31, at least. Great moves by the 5 car.
Where is Newman?
He's up. Did you not see him? He was literally right behind the 5.
Oh,
Good job.
But you haven't even said anything this whole race.
A guy like me don't need to see.
That's
Right
not
now,
what he...
3 cars running in tango right now. When are they going to make the move? Maybe they're waiting to turn 3?
Can we get an update on Carl Edwards? Where is he running after all this?
He pitted. He was one of the earliest ones to pit, and he's in 23rd, so he gained 2 spots.
He did, and there's a couple of spots ahead of him right there.
21st. In 20th place is Tony Stewart. 19th and 18th right here. 17th. Jesus.
Oh my goodness! Kurt Busch, 2.5 second lead. He put over a second.
Oh my God!
Oh my gosh!
Traffic is absolutely destroying these guys. Kyle Busch is back up to. Well, no, Keselowski up to
Lap
second.
car.
Denny Hamlin and Johnson had great pit stops, but man, this is not what they wanted to see.
No, it is not. Oh, Johnson's gonna fire it in there. Hamlin's gonna go
Junior
up
up
the
to
lap
third
car
now.
here.
Contact off the corner. It's gonna be close.
Oh,
Clean
battle
so
for
far.
4th. No, Jimmie Johnson moves up to 4th. Jesus, Kurt is just. He said he made major swings on that race car to make sure it got it to where he could just drive away from the field and not have to worry about him. And it's showing right here. Took a bunch
right
of
now-
points out of that thing.
I think that 41 car is just lights out. I don't think no one's catching him unless
Even if there's a
something,
caution.
unless something major happens. I don't think no one's catching that 41.
I'm just gonna say this, and this might be. I might get proven wrong again. Should we have a caution, though, I think there's a good chance a chunk of the field stays out. And just hear me out on this one. We saw that cold tires were not good here for about 3 or 4 laps.
He gained a second on him in a lap because of that Atlantic Castle.
Yeah, Kurt's he's gone. Without a caution, there's not even a chance of him losing this race.
And you got to think about this, Pim. If we get about 20 cars to stay out, I don't think, if we do get a caution, if we get about 20 cars to stay
Even
out.
if they fit, we saw how bad the cold tires were.
Exactly. And the question is, how fast with the... in the wall. Not sure who that is.
That's Sweet Sorensen.
But,
one driver I want to talk about is Logano. Look at that. It was 7th, pretty much in no man's land. Now look at that on the back bumper of the teammates.
Jeff Gordon got around the 31, a couple of those guys. The 5, Kane's really falling back, but Gordon's making up a lot of positions here.
I think he's going to stay in 10th because Ambrose and Bowyer are right now fighting for this thing for 11th. So I think Kasey Kahne's just going to just chill out for a little bit. Look at that. Here comes Logano. They got stuck behind Michael and then Logano pinched them up there. Can Logano get around the 48? But pretty much it is lights out. 4 seconds!
Whoa, that was close.
That got close. Kurt better be careful with these lap cars.
Yeah, I think some of these bigger names are not going to be too happy
4
with
seconds.
lap cars.
Look at that. The 36 going to let Keselowski go on the top. I've never seen that before. 4th place battle for. Look at that. Here comes Jeff.
So far, I think the big loser in all of this is the 18. I mean, he went from leading the race a good chunk of it, so now he's back in 8th. So
Logano
he's gotta
clears
be angry
Johnson.
on the radio.
Junior behind the lap car. Brad Keselowski. He actually did not lose as much time as I thought he did. Actually, Kurt's starting to fall off lap time wise. I guess it really was a short run car, but with 5 to go, I don't see how he can lose this thing with 4 seconds.
I think the main goal for the 41 was to drive as hard as he can and get as big as a lead. That way, if he did fall off, right now he has such a big cushion that...
Yeah, Keselowski's catching it, but it won't be enough.
Yeah, unless something absolutely major happens, I don't think the 2 will get there in time.
I don't understand what they did to the 22 Logano, but if I remember correctly, I don't even know if I saw him anywhere near top 5 position. He's got a chance of catching 3rd.
He has come to life here in this later portion of this race.
4 to go this time by. Jeff Gordon getting around his teammate. Johnson going to let him to the inside. Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch still trying to fight for 8th. Kyle Busch way up the racetrack. Here goes Michael Annett. Going to hit the wall here along with Bowman. Ryan Newman in 8th. And look at that. Clint Bowyer now in 10th. Kasey Kahne outside the top 10 now.
Where's that Carl Edwards car?
We're going to find him. He is behind. He's in the top 20. Now up to 19th.
He's coming on his teammate here. He can't even make the dudes. He's coming up on his teammate here. He's going to try to gain another position.
Now he's the best car in Roush.
I'm going to tell you this right now. When I saw that car spin earlier and hit the wall, I was like, there's no way this car even has a chance of finishing inside the top 30. Man, I was wrong. That car still got some speed in it somehow.
3 to go this time by for your leader. Let's go up to there. He's going to get up to 18th here. Look at they're dogfighting for 8th right now. They have such a big cushion on Newman.
The 2 just took over a second out of the lead of the race leader. Where the heck is Kurt Busch? Man, if the race had a couple more laps in it, he's really starting to catch the faster traffic, but I mean, unless the one car hits the wall in front of him, I think it's Jover.
He's making sure he doesn't hit the wall. Look it up on the top side.
He got tight in the center.
Ready to block?
Gonna cut up under him there.
Oh!
Wow!
Keselowski is
pushing as hard as he can.
Logano takes 3rd place from Dale Earnhardt
and
Jr.
Jeff might get up to 4th here. Jimmie Johnson 6th. Kyle Busch and Hamlin now starting to separate, but 2 to go for your leader. Kurt Busch last season took all the way up until the 2nd Charlotte race just to get his first win. Now he's gonna do it race 5.
And this is gonna put himself in the chase here. So
it will. Entering 3 and 4 for the second last time. Kurt Busch going to see the flag he's been waiting to see all race. I don't know how he did this. Keselowski gained 4 tenths on him. It's going to be the white flag this time by for the 41. Brad Keselowski nearly just hit the wall there in the back. White flag. Kurt Busch easily got this one.
I just want to say these Penske cars. I mean, Logano has really came to life. So Penske finishing both their cars inside the top 5. That's a good day for them.
Coming out of the back straightaway here. Kurt Busch entering 3 and 4 now. What a drive by the 41. Was the fastest car even before they pitted. Just never had the chance to even get up to Kyle Busch, but Kyle Busch falls late in the race. Exiting turn 4 now. Kurt Busch wins at Auto Club.
Let's go. The Outlaw will win at Auto Club. Outlaw.
Keselowski 2nd. Junior almost got up to 4th. And Johnson holds on to 6th there. 7th place is, look at Bowyer in 8th.
What a run by him.
And Kasey Kahne, look at Harvick now all of a sudden from 17th to 12th.
Great run by the 4. And one thing I do want to mention, you see 3 of the HMS cars, they ran inside the top 10 all day. So you got to think that 5 team has got to be scratching their heads on what was wrong with him. I mean, he's just shy of the top 10, but he didn't have any speed at all compared to the other 300 cars. So they're definitely going to have to get that fixed for next week if they want any shot at running for a title.
Well, last season, Kasey Kahne was fantastic mid-season and was kind of slow at the start of it. Kind of fell off a little bit late, but I think Kasey Kahne's going to have a little bit of a repeat from last season, which
he's just got to hope he peaks at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
If he keeps these runs going, finishing 11th doesn't sound great, but 16 cars make the chase.
And he finished ahead of Larson, and some of the guys, Alex Bowman was in there. Casey Mears was in the top 16 at one. Well, he was 16th. Now he's out of it. Kurt Busch, your 4th different winner this season. Brad Keselowski gets 2nd. Logano 3rd. Dale Jr. in 4th. Jeff Gordon and Jimmie Johnson 5th and 6th. Kyle Busch, after dominating this race, in 7th. Clint Bowyer there in 8th. Denny Hamlin and Ryan Newman are out here, your top 10. And everybody finished, so let's freaking end of this thing. He showed some muscle, all right. Kurt Busch wins. Now he's locked into the chase.
What a cool. Hey, can we race tomorrow or no?
Mm-hmm.
Up next is Martinsville. That's going to be interesting. Let's see your results here. 4 lead changes. That's, I think, the most we've ever gotten. Kyle Busch led half the race. Kurt Busch led the last 13 laps there. I don't know why some of the drivers don't have their points up, but Dale Jr. 160, so I believe
that's why they call him Outlaw. That's why they call him Outlaw, folks.
Yeah, half the field is missing on the points. But anyways, what a fantastic race there. That was a hell of a race
That was
there.
a blast. Thank you for having me in the booth.
Thank all of you for getting in the booth here. Up next is Martinsville.
No.
Last few races at Martinsville have been pretty, well, just like charity races almost. Brad Keselowski just flat out dominated last season. Kurt Busch just nearly lapped the field at one point last season. Jeff Gordon, though, although he was faster than late in the race, he just couldn't get up to him in time. So you have Martinsville, then you have Texas. That's going to be interesting, especially with how fast few seasons we've been there. Darlington, that's going to be interesting. Then you got Richmond, Talladega, Kansas. We're just going to scroll through here. You got Charlotte there. Dover, Pocono. That's going to be interesting. Then you got Michigan. This time they're not going to bring the PJ1 there, so we'll have to see how that's going to turn out. You got Sonoma, Kentucky, Daytona. We're just going to scroll through. And then the last race of the regular season is Richmond, and then playoffs start at Chicagoland.
All right. I probably won't be here for Martinsville. I got to go take a massive poop. I got a butt splitting poop.
Jesus.
I felt like I was pooping out my spine last time. But, Jay, can you send me the link to the Google Poo Poo Drive?
All right.
And Lambo, say nigger for me, okay?
No. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys up next for Martinsville.